Weather at your convenience. We're so happy you found it convenient to tune in this early Sunday morning as we check current weather for you across the country. We'll begin with a satellite picture over the lower 48, and we notice clouds building out west. We still have that broad trough of low pressure, more inclement weather in the forecast today. Heavy rains and even the snow will be a little farther east than what we had yesterday. Replace this though with high pressure, and that means drier and cooler air. A very nice day is shaping up for places like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Detroit, and even Indianapolis. Increasing clouds later this evening though for Chicago and Milwaukee as the system approaches from the west. Here's the tail end of that front, again very inactive here in terms of tropical development. Of course, this being the Western Caribbean and the Gulf here had a little bit of a disturbance move off the coast of Texas yesterday and the eastern parts of Cuba, but they are not tropical in nature. We don't even see anything trying to organize in this region, so that's good. Now farther out into the Atlantic, and we see the stretch of clouds here not amounting to much, and a cluster of storms that pushed off the middle Atlantic coast just yesterday. Can still see the clouds associated with this. Now this is 10 degrees north in terms of latitude, and this is where things normally develop, but as you can see, it is mainly to the south of 10 degrees north that we have the most thunderstorm or the convection developing, and that's pretty much what we have this morning, but nothing organizing at all in the tropics. So that's good. Let's look at the tropics. Now let's Minnesota, Wisconsin, of course North Dakota, from Grand Forks, North Dakota, over across Thief River Falls in Minnesota, Bemidji and Brainerd, St. Cloud, even Minneapolis and Alexandria. Light rain this morning, moving off to the east as well. This is Kansas and good Sunday morning, and thanks so much for joining us on the Weather Channel. Still to come, your extended local forecast. We'll also have the forecast for this upcoming work week. Hope you'll stay tuned. Right now, though, it's after the hour. Thanks so much for joining us on the Weather Channel. You're just in time for a look at current weather across the country. Of course, we'll start with a satellite picture as we get a bird's eye view of what's going on. Really clearing out over the east, huh? Look at all the clearing skies over the southeast, all the way to down East Maine, from Portland to Augusta and even around to Brunswick. Portsmouth, New Hampshire, we still have light rain. Light rain in Boston, too. This is moving off to the northeast at about 20 to 25 miles an hour and wrapping back across upstate New York and even northern Vermont here around Burlington and Montpelier. But again, clearing out for much of the New Jersey coast all the way to the Delmarva Peninsula. That's where Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia come to a nation's capital, and Richmond. We'll watch this area of low pressure again moving off to the northeast. So improving conditions are expected even for central New England as we go through time. Now the tail end of that front still crossing through central Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama. It's fairly inactive this morning. However, later this afternoon in southern Georgia, South Mississippi, and southern Alabama, as the front pushes south, there is the potential for an isolated strong storm or two. Cooler, drier air, but southerly winds, and we have a totally different air mass to the south of the warm front than we do to the north. Now, cooler air cannot hold moisture as readily as warm air, so as this warm air pushes to the north and overrides the cooler air that's already in place, we'll find the steady showers breaking out later today and locally heavy amounts of rain over the northern plain states. Even a few thunder boomers we've had that move through northeast Kansas and crossing over the northwestern parts of Missouri here, even around Lamoni, Iowa. We have reports of heavy rain and thunder showers. More rain working across the state border of North Dakota into Minnesota too, from Thief River Falls and even around St. Cloud and Rochester, Minneapolis. We have light rain this morning. Notice just to the west of this batch we have another intense thunderstorm cell that's really firing up, and it looks very ominous, situated right here. This is Concordia, Kansas, CNK, and around Clay County we have a severe thunderstorm warning as the biggest